Hi, I'm Maria Bailey, and I am the CEO of BSM Media and the author of Marketing to Moms, Marketing to Millennial Moms, Marketing to the Modern Mom, and 10 other books on marketing. You kind of get the gist. I have a lot of marketing background, and for the last 25 years, I've launched over 500 brands at Walmart and been hired by Walmart to help reconfigure their floor plans so that it's more mom friendly. And actually, if you look at the back of their trucks, I had something to do with the tagline that you see now on all the Walmart trucks. So a lot of expertise when it comes to Walmart. And if you're watching this video, you probably have successfully gotten your product on the shelf of Walmart and you're thinking, okay, what's next? Well, the next step is to drive sales. And this is probably the most important and I want to say the least strategic thing that I see a lot of brand owners. They spend a lot of money on the innovation, the packaging, the big meetings with Walmart. And then when it comes to driving sales, they're like, yeah, well, we don't have a lot of money to apply toward this. Not really the best answer, but if you are smart and strategic, then it could cost you less money and you can have a lot of success on the shelf or online at walmart.com. So let's talk a little bit about what you need to do. So the 90-day plan goes as follows. Day 1 through 30, it's about building the buzz before you even ship your products to Walmart. Number 1, you need to define your launch story at Walmart. What is the why behind the message that you want your consumers, that you want influencers, content creators, PR people? What is that story? And it should be short. It should be solution-based. So I'm sure your product has a lot of great features to it. Maybe it has no calories and it runs on fewer batteries. Whatever the features are, they're all great. But moms in particular, women, we buy solutions. So that story needs to be crafted around the solutions that your product offers the buyer. Okay, number 2 in that 30-day is you're gonna line up your influencers early. You're gonna tell them the story. You're gonna get them engaged. You're going to create content with them so that you have a library of content ready to go for your social media and they have content ready to go when the product hits the shelves. You're gonna do things like countdowns, behind the scenes posts. You're gonna make sure that you're using hashtags to amplify that with hashtags like founded at Walmart, Walmart finds. That's going to increase the reach of whatever you're doing with social media. You're going to build your brand library and you're going to negotiate with those influencers so that you have a year's usage of that content. Okay, so we need to maximize your budget. You're going to, once those influencers and content creators actually post, you're going to whitelist or boost the best performing Walmart content for your brand channels. And you may even make sure that when you're creating that library, that you're getting images that actually have the influencers in your store. And if you don't know how to do this, go to socialspotters.com. I have a whole website dedicated to the in-aisle experience of influencers and content creators that you can look at and make sure that those images are included in your deck when you go back to review it with the buyers in the next 90 days. Number 3, you're going to prepare your own social channels for the rollout of your product. So make sure that everything on your social channels, whether it's LinkedIn, and don't forget LinkedIn because that's also a good place to be posting. LinkedIn, Pinterest, all of the social channels are going to have now available at Walmart on them. So make sure that you've prepared your social channels as well as engaging with others and their social channels. And then start the conversation with consumers. And you do this by having countdown content on your social media feed and also like behind the scenes of your product. So now we've gotten up to day 31 through 60. Now is when you launch loud and you drive discovery of your product at Walmart. So you're going to activate your social spotters and your in-store influencers, and don't forget you can engage with them to do virtual discovery, scavenger hunts, have influencers invite their followers into the aisle to meet them there to discover your product. But now's when you're going to activate your in-store influencers, day 31 through 60. You're going to generate reviews and you're going to do it quickly. Why? Because consumers read reviews of new products and the Walmart buyers are reading those comments and reviews. So make sure that you are getting reviews. If you engage with influencers, make sure you're asking those influencers to post their reviews. But you definitely want reviews because the Walmart buyers, they read your reviews. Use LLM optimized blog posts to expand visibility. You can engage with mommy bloggers who will write a blog post on what are the best new snacks at Walmart. Where can I find natural baby foods at Walmart? Whatever the content is, you want to make sure that you're doing AI search optimization with long language models. So the blog post is a question that is answered with your product, okay? Don't forget about Reddit and Quora as well. You want to be monitoring them to see what people are saying about the discovery of your product. But that all goes on between day 31 and 60. And then you need to boost and reshare any of the best performing influencer content. Don't forget this, because most people, they just send their product out to influencers and they hope that they're going to post. And if they post and they have a really great looking piece of product, content, they get excited about it, but they don't read the comments, they don't ask for the reviews, and they don't boost or whitelist that well-performing piece of content. Now it's day 61 through 90. We want to sustain the momentum and measure success. So turn your content, all that content that you've generated in day 31 through 60, you want to create a brand library of content that you can use over and over again. Make sure you've negotiated the usage agreement with your influencers for at least a year. Keep the storytelling alive by telling it on Pinterest, because Pinterest has a really long shelf life. So that if you have a product, a food product that maybe makes a beautiful charcuterie board, make sure that someone has posted on Pinterest how to make a charcuterie board with this new product. Or you maybe have a recipe that can be made out of your product. Make sure that that is pinned to Pinterest. Measure what mattered and what worked, and then adjust and double down on those things that worked. I am happy to help. I am happy to ideate with you. My email should be on that list, Maria@BSM Media. And congratulations on getting the green light from Walmart. And I hope that your launch is quite successful. Have a great day.